So maximizing the space when organizing a greenhouse, the first question is, what do you actually want to grow? If you're a homeowner, before you even get into space management, you need to think about growing things that you're actually going to harvest, growing things that you're actually going to use. And if you're prioritizing the plants that bring you the most joy, then you're going to make better use of the space. When it comes to laying out the space in the greenhouse, we are in Boston. That's where I'm located. And in Boston, the sun generally comes from the south. So, it rises in the east, that's in the west. You don't want to plant tall plants on the south side of the greenhouse. So, you want to plant your tallest plants, maybe fig trees or cherry tomato plants or plants that get tall. Plant those on the north side of the greenhouse. So that way they don't shade the rest of the greenhouse. And how to be efficient with space management, a lot of it comes down to succession planting. Constantly be rotating new plants in and out of the greenhouse. So as soon as your arugula goes to seed or bolts from the heat, pull it out and plant something else in. Using shading techniques in the summer can be an effective strategy to create the ideal microclimate. But basically, you want your greenhouse full all the time. So you're always cycling in plants, cycling out plants. One way to maximize the harvest is plant densely and use your harvesting as a way to actually thin the plants. So maybe you have kale plants that are getting too large. Rather than just rip them out of the greenhouse, harvest them. And that harvesting is going to let in more light to the understory plants. So create an understory canopy of greens and herbs, create an overstory canopy on the north side of the greenhouse using taller plants, manage your sunlight effectively. Timing is also critical. Make sure that you're timing your planting at the right time. Get your plants in ideally early spring, or plant through the whole winter, or protect your plants over the winter. So space management, a lot of it has to do with the timing. A lot of it has to do with managing the sunlight. And a lot of it has to do with just planting the things that are going to bring you the most joy and harvesting frequently. The actual harvesting from your greenhouse can be a way to manage the sunlight and let light into other plants growing underneath the taller plants.